Luke, Mark, the 5th chapter. I'm going to read through here and start at the 21st verse. I start at the 21st verse, 25th. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing better, but rather grew worse, when she heard of Jesus, came in the press behind, and touched his garment. And for she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be made whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself the virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, who touched my clothes? And the disciples said to him, thou seest the multitude throng thee, and sayest thou, who touched me? And he looked round about to see her. He looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what she had done in her, came and fell down before him and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, daughter, thy faith have made thee whole. Go in peace and be whole of thy plague. You may be seated. I want to talk about when my issue creates issues. When one issue that I have, that I deal with, create other issues. Now, you may find that a little, how you say that? Sometimes what we're dealing with is a result of something else. We have one issue, one main issue, but it's creating so many other little issues in our lives. Issues, that's something we worry about, think about. Issues, something we fret over, something we may not even discuss, something we may not talk about, some things that we don't want people to know about. But issues need to be dealt with. The issues in our lives really need to be dealt with. Matter of fact, if the truth be told, there are many people are known by that issue. That's the woman that got the divorce. Oh, that's the lady that ran off with that woman's husband. Oh, that's a man that's a womanizer. Oh, that's the man that he's on the down low. And sometimes the issue is how you are known. He's the one that used to be on drugs. She's the one that don't take care of her children. Got all them babies for different daddies. That's the boy with the bad attitude. That's the little girl with a fast self. And many times you are identified by your issue. Hallelujah. I want you to know that our current issue can define our attitude. And your issue can also define your actions. Your issues can define the way you talk to people. Some folks sometimes just don't know how to talk to people. Why you gotta talk so harsh? Why is it you always talking like you angry? Hold on, like the world owe you something. The world don't owe you nothing, and we don't either. If you're gonna make it, you go for it yourself. Hallelujah. Sometimes our issue can make us feel so disqualified, so unworthy. Hallelujah. And as a result, we are bleeding on the inside. In our text, this woman had a condition in her body. 12 years. Some of us been dealing with issues 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all of our life. We've had some issues. Well, a little homiletics. Let me just mention maybe 5 issues, because I'm going to give you 5 solutions. One issue that sometimes some of us deal with is addiction. We are addicted to pain medicine, drugs, and alcohol. And because we are addicted to stuff, we don't spend our money wisely. We hide and pretend. We gotta, chew some gum and spray our mouth, because we don't want you to know that I'm addicted. I'm struggling with this, and as a result, it's causing me some family problems. As a result, I've lost jobs. As a result, there are issues that we got to deal with. Addicted to medicine, addicted to crack cocaine. Come to church, give God a praise, but the addiction is there. And we fear if people would find out that I'm addicted, I got to go home and get me a bottle. I'll drink in the comforts of my home. Nobody knows that I'm dealing with an addiction to pornography. When nobody's around, I go on the site in my room and look and see, and can't tell nobody. But my issue is addiction. And because I'm addicted, it's creating issues. Now I got family problems. I don't even like me. Now I got a problem with people. Can we talk? This woman had an issue. Not only that, the issue that some of us are dealing with is an issue of hurt. You've been hurt so much. Hurt. Look like all you know is hurt. But the issue of hurt has created other issues. Now you hurt people and don't know you hurting them. Hurt folks. But you got an issue. You hurt so bad, and you've been hurt, you don't even trust people. You've been hurt so much, now you got a people issue. You always thinking somebody out to get you. But the reason why you're thinking like that is because you got an issue that maybe haven't been dealt with. It's an issue of hurt. It's an issue of you've gone around and people have used you and abused you and molested you and took advantage of you, and the guy you thought, the woman you thought was yours have hurt you and made you so bitter and upset and devastated as a result of hurt. You live a life of bitterness. He left you with all them babies. It hurts. And I got this issue, but it's creating other issues, because now I can't have a healthy relationship because I hurt. Y'all okay? And the fact is, we haven't dealt with the real issue. We're trying to fix some little issues. And the big issue is, I haven't said, God, I hurt and I need to be healed. Hallelujah. Y'all, we got some issues. Some of us have made ourselves an issue. I'm my own issue. Me. What you say? What you saying, man? Me. I try to be everything to everybody. And I'm finding out I'm nothing to nobody. My issue is me. I I done made so many mistakes. I done made so many bad choices that I live my whole life. I live with guilt. My whole life I live with shame. People have always said I won't amount to nothing. And maybe they're saying the truth. Maybe my life ain't about nothing. Maybe I'll always live over there. Maybe I'll never have my home. Maybe I'll never get married. I'm my own issue. Me. There's so many people living with guilt and shame. I'm talking about after the Lord saved you. And your guilt and shame have made issues in your life. You don't even know who you are. Trying to please people. Matter of fact, you're trying to please so many people, you've lost yourself somewhere in the midst. And you've made your own self an issue. You're the one with the bad attitude. Ain't nobody talking about you. You're the one thinking folks talking about you. Ain't nobody mad at you. You're the one think somebody mad. I can become my own issue. I made myself an issue. So I'm telling God today, God, I'm taking me to you. Because I've created other little issues. Me. I'm so prideful. I got so much pride. I walk around with my head up. And if you don't live in the neighborhood I live in, you don't dress like I dress, you don't be in the social circle that I'm in, if you're not an alpha or this or that, and I realized after I done did all of that, what really matters is my relationship to Jesus. After I done pledged and did this and did that and did this and did that, and what really matters is my relationship with the Lord. Can't nobody do me like Jesus. I love Bishop Scott, but Bishop Scott can't do me like Jesus. Talk to me, somebody. Many times we've created issue. We got one issue that we haven't dealt with. I have not dealt with me. I have not got to the root problem. I'm putting band-aids over the real problem. The problem is me. And all I do is put a little band-aid over it to hide the scar. Let me rejection is an issue. All my life I've been rejected because my parents divorced. Maybe I had something to do with that. Maybe since my dad won't talk to me, my mama we don't have a relationship, and I don't feel love. I feel rejected, and because of the rejection now, I'm looking for love in all the wrong places. I'm looking for love in all the wrong faces. But all my life I've been rejected. All my life I've had to try to prove I'm worthy. All my life I had to prove, I'm trying to prove that I can do this. All my life I'm trying to prove that I can be somebody. All my life I'm trying to prove to some, I don't know who I'm trying to prove it to.